Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Today we're going to do something special. We have, this tub here is full of Oobleck. Took about 75 pounds of cornstarch and mixed with water. We did this Oobleck on a small scale, but now we're going to shoot it on a big scale and see how that makes a difference. Step two, this over here, is a tub full of these what's called water beads. You soak them in water, they absorb the water and get really big. I don't know if you can see them. But I have different sizes in there, and it should look pretty good. I have no idea what the water beads are going to do when they're shot, but it should be fun to watch. And finally, we have a tub of just plain water. And we'll use that as our comparison to everything else. And hopefully we'll get some good high speed of the video. We'll be able to see the bullets traveling through here, so let's get started. Alright, so here we're going to shoot the water beads. And as you can see, there's tons of them. There are different sizes in here. So there's about probably 90,000 total. Most of them are these little bitty ones. But as you can see, we have different sizes. Ooh, I dropped some. And we have a big one. We have this medium size. Yeah, I just got a bunch of different sizes. I hope these will look good on the high speed. And, you know, if they go flying around, and any of them that spill out, that's okay. They're biodegradable, safe for the environment. And as they lose water, they'll go back to these little... They'll go back to the little beads that they were to start with. First up, we're going to be shooting this with a 22 short. And I'm going to aim at the side and we'll see if it goes all the way through. So, 22 short into water beads. I am 3 feet away. Okay, let's see what that did. Here's the hole that went in. There's no hole in the back, so it's in here somewhere. Okay, so now we are going to shoot it with the 22 long rifle. The 22 short punched a hole in the tub, but it didn't go all the way through. Let's see if the 22 long rifle can make it through. I don't think it will, but I don't know if we'll be able to find it because I haven't found any of the 22 short rounds yet. Here we go. Okay, so that was more energetic. We got a hole. Some stuff's falling out. There is no hole in the back. And we have a hole here. It's about the size of my finger. Guess I shouldn't dig around in there. Okay, let's move on to a 9mm. Okay, so let's move on to the 9mm. This is a 115 grain bullet traveling at 1190 feet per second. And we're going to shoot it from the same range and see if it makes it all the way through. I would guess it is because it's such a high speed bullet. But let's see if I'm right, see if it makes it through. Okay, so, yes, it made it all the way through. There's a big hole on the back side. Alright, so here's the damage. Here is the hole on the way in. See my fancy duct tape to keep the balls from leaking out. And so it made a teeny tiny hole. Now we're going to move to the other side. And you can see the damage. Here is a giant hole. Let's see if I can get it in the shot. Right there. Okay, there's the damage. Now I've stuck a rock in there to kind of keep all the water beads from leaking out. But I'm going to put a piece of duct tape over this, and we'll continue to use it over that. And we'll continue to use this tub, and we're going to up it to, we're going to shoot a 45. Next up, 45 caliber. All right, everybody. Now we're going to shoot this 45 1911. It's a 230 grain bullet traveling about 780 feet per second. Now, I don't know if this is going to go through. It's big, it's slow. I think it'll do some damage, but I don't think it'll go all the way through. So let's find out. All right, definitely went in, and it did in fact come out the back. All right, everybody, so here is the damage. Here's where the bullet went in. I hit pretty much the same spot, but it's just a bigger hole. Same spot as a 9mm. You can see here is the exit hole for the 45. Here's where the 9 is. It's about the same size, so I don't know. It was kind of cool. Okay, so the bullets have just, look at this, it's just like a paste stuck together. Here's one of the big ones that got hit. It's completely falling apart. This is all stuck together. And so that's what bullet does to water beads. Interesting. Okay, so now we are doing the Oobleck. This is 75 pounds of Oobleck. And we have, you know, this tub's about half full, so it's about 15 gallons of Oobleck. It's a little more than half full. Here is a 22 short. We'll see if it makes it through. I would have to guess no, because the Oobleck should be harder to get through than water. Here we go. All right. No, the 22 short did not go through. Here's the entrance hole. All right, so we fired the 22 shorts into the Oobleck, and it didn't go through. Let's try the 22 long rifle. Same size bullet, just moving a little faster than the 22 short. Would help if I cocked the gun. Okay, so that went in and made a decent sized hole in the front. Let's see. It did not go out the back. So the Oobleck is oozing out the front. Okay, so I looked at the high-speed footage. It was kind of boring. It really doesn't show anything on the surface, and the bullet didn't go through, so I'm going to shoot just into the Oobleck and see what we get. There's a little bit of water on, a little bit of the light mixture on the top. Okay, so now we're on to the 9mm against the Oobleck again. This is a 115 grain bullet traveling at 1190 feet per second. I repositioned the high-speed camera, so hopefully we'll get a nice view of it blasting out the back. Here we go. Now let's see if it went through. It did go through. Awesome. Now let's quickly move on to the 45. Okay, we got to hurry up and move on because I can't really stop the Oobleck flowing out. Just the way it is. So here we have a 230 grain bullet traveling at about 780 feet per second. And let's see how good this does. All right. I hit the same spot, so that's good. And it looks like it came out the back, I think. Piece of plastic. Well, either it went out the exact same hole as the 9mm, or it didn't go all the way through. I don't know which one. Okay, everyone, you can see here. You see it? Yeah. There it is. You can see here where the entrance hole, the Oobleck is just like pouring out. So, made a mess, obviously. And so now, let's go take a look at the back. Okay, you can see the Oobleck pouring off here. It's kind of acting, you know, funny like Oobleck does. And here is our hole right here. And either the 9mm went out the same, the 45 went out the same hole as the 9mm, or the 45 didn't exit. I am guessing that the 45 did not exit. Nope. Here we can see some gunk flowing down with a water bead trapped in it. There's the water bead. Ah, it stuck to me. Alright, so now it's time to shoot the water. I had to wait for another day because I just ran out of battery and the sun was going down. So we're all set. We're going to start with the same thing as we did before, the 22 short and then the 22 long rifle. I'm going to shoot these really quick because I expect the water to come pouring out. So hopefully we'll get some really good high speed off of this because we can see through the water. And let's get to it. Okay, so there's only one. The 22 long rifle actually hit the back and cracked it. And both of them went in. The 22 short didn't do much. 22 long rifle went all the way to the back and cracked the back, but it did not penetrate. We could actually find the bullets. So here are the bullets. Here's the 22 short. Here's the 22 long rifle. More or less intact. The nose of the 22 long rifle smushed down a little bit, but that's the bullets after they're fired into water. Though it's not leaking too badly, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot it with the 9mm, and then we'll reset for the 45. We're ready for the 9mm. We have a 9mm again, 115 grain bullet, 1190 feet per second, and here we go. Oh, that worked. Get the weapons out of the water. Okay, there is the 9mm hole going in, and this is the hole coming out. You can see right here where it kind of busted its way. Right here is where it was cracked with the 22, and it just kind of busted the rest of it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this water drain, and then I'm going to tape up the sides and refill it, and we can do the 45. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, last up we have the 45. The 45 again is a 230 grain bullet, traveling about 780 feet per second. Now the Oobleck stopped it. Let's see if the water can stop it. And the water did not stop it. So hopefully we get some really good high speed off of that. Okay, here is our little entrance hole and the exit hole. Mostly it just tore the tape. It broke some of the plastic, some more of the plastic off back here. But that's it. Okay, now the conclusions. This experiment was a lot of fun to do, and I learned some fun stuff. The water beads didn't stop the 22 short and the 22 long rifle. They didn't stop the 45 or the 9mm. And same thing with the water. So the water beads and the water, pure water, acted pretty close to the same. The big surprise was the Oobleck. I kind of wondered whether it would stop the 45, and I didn't think it could, but it turns out it could stop the 45. And that was, to me, that was a surprise. And, you know, it was just a lot of fun. Hopefully we got some really good high speed of the water. We should, because we can see through it. And the high speed on the others, you couldn't really see much. The water beads, you could see some disturbance, but not so much on the Oobleck. You know, we had some water on top of the Oobleck that I couldn't get rid of because it was just too heavy for me to really dump out. And so that kind of affected the high speed a little bit. You could see water ripple that wasn't really the Oobleck, but the Oobleck didn't do a whole lot. So to wrap this up, let's go take the Oobleck and hit it with a ½ pound of tannerite and see how that goes. Enjoy the explosion. Bye. So we are going to shoot the tannerite and see if we can't make it explode in the Oobleck. And like a manly man, I'm over here cowering behind the bucket of a tractor just in case it throws shrapnel my way. Safety first. All right, let's do this. Oh! That was effective. Awesome. All right, everybody. Here is the results of the tannerite, the ½ pound of tannerite versus that tub of Oobleck. There's just, it dug down into the sand and dirt on top of the rock, and I measured it because I was curious. The furthest the bit of Oobleck I could find was 53 feet from this spot. So it blew little chunks everywhere. And that was so awesome. I can't wait to look at the high speed. So until next time, yeah. One more thing. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button. I do videos once a week, usually. So hopefully we'll start doing some more later. And if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see me do in the future, put them in the comments. And as usual, take care, everybody. Bye.